The Nobel Prize in Literature for 2024 is awarded to South Korean author Han Kang.
안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Friday's edition of The Culture Wave. I'm Kwon-Soa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-trends, K-people, and today I want to emphasize K-literature. For today's show, we're joined by our co-host Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Hello, so it's great to be here as always, and happy Friday, everyone. This is Walter Lee, your co-host for the Culture Wave on Monday, Wednesday, and also Friday.
And Walter, we are indeed ending the work week on a very, very happy note.
We are.
Because K-literature or Korean literature is making headlines around the world. Han Kang, a South Korean author, has been awarded the 2024 Nobel Prize in Literature. The triumph makes her the first Asian female to win the prize and just the second South Korean Nobel laureate after the late former President Kim Dae-jung, who received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2000. Lee Seung-jae reports.
South Korean author Han Kang has been named the 2024 Nobel Prize winner in literature.
The Nobel Prize in Literature for 2024 is awarded to South Korean author Han Kang for her intense poetic prose that confronts historical traumas and exposes the fragility of human life.
Nobel Committee member Anders Olsen praised her work, saying that Han has a unique awareness of the connections between body and soul, the living and the dead, adding that her poetic experimental style has become an innovator in contemporary prose. The 53-year-old becomes the first female Asian to win the Nobel Prize in Literature and just the second South Korean to become a Nobel laureate. Former South Korean President Kim Dae-jung was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2000. During a phone interview with the Nobel Prize Committee upon hearing the news, Han said she was so surprised and honored. She added that all the books she had read since childhood have been a source of inspiration for her. When asked to recommend a work of hers to first-time readers, she chose her most recent novel, We Do Not Part, as well as Human Acts. The South Korean author first garnered international fame after winning the Man Booker International Prize for Fiction in 2016 for her novel The Vegetarian. Lee Seung-jae, Arirang News.
This achievement really deserves a huge round of applause. I mean, it's just you and me, Walter, here at the desk. But congratulations to Han Kang, author Han Kang, to that unprecedented award.
It's just amazing what our little country can produce. I mean, we've got so much now that we're producing these days. It's just an amazing achievement in itself. And how do you feel about this big news, Soa?
Well, I have to say I'm really proud, but also I feel really excited because I hope that this is going to be a milestone for K-literature because we already have K-pop and K-drama success. And yeah, I hope that people are going to search online for K-literature just as much as they do for K-pop from here on.
I'm sure they will from now on. And this is not only just great for South Korea, but this is also great for female authors around the world as well.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of the world, we actually have here another report that we want to share. Authors, readers, and fans from around the world are celebrating Han Kang's win, praising her ability to empathize with the vulnerable in society. Our Lee Si-hoo tells us more.
An innovator in contemporary prose. This is how the Swedish Academy described author Han Kang, the winner of the 2024 Nobel Prize in Literature. And Han Kang's intense poetic prose that confronts historical traumas and exposes the fragility of human life is being celebrated around the globe. The chair of the Nobel Committee for Literature, Anders Olsen, praised Han, saying her empathy for vulnerable, often female lives is palpable. The New York Times quoted Paige Anya Morris, the co-translator of Han's novel, We Do Not Part, who said that her groundbreaking work has reshaped the literary landscape in South Korea. Morris said Han Kang has braved a culture of censorship and saving face, and she has come out of these attempts at silencing her with stronger, more unflinching work each time. Novelist Deborah Levy told The Guardian that Han Kang is one of the most profound and skilled writers working on the contemporary world stage. Novelist Max Porter, who edited the translation of Han Kang's novel The Vegetarian, showed excitement at the recognition, saying new readers will discover and be changed by her miraculous work. For those yet familiar with Han Kang's work, CNN highlighted the Nobel Committee member Anna Karen Palm's recommendation to begin with Han's 2014 novel Human Acts, which reflects on the 1980 Gwangju uprising, when more than 100 civilians were killed during pro-democracy demonstrations. Palm says that Han's very tender, precise prose in itself almost becomes a counterforce to the brutal noisiness of power. Readers and media outlets from nearby Japan too praised the first win by a female Asian writer.
Recently, it's mostly been European authors winning the prize, so I was really happy to see Asian writers being recognized.
Kyodo News reported that Han Kang's works highlight the stance of the scarred who silently resist the social oppression. NHK also highlighted that Han Kang's many works have been translated in Japanese and are widely popular in the country. 이시후, Arirang News.
So in that last part that we just heard of, translation was mentioned. And, I really have to give it to, we have to really give it to translators because without translation, it's going to be difficult to get those K-books out to the world, not only when it comes to K-literature, but K-movies, K-dramas, all of that has to be translated, right?
That's right. And in fact, actually, Han Kang's Vegetarian made it huge on the international stage after it was translated into English. And I believe now that the novel actually is translated into at least 13 more languages.
That's good to hear. And I think I also read the book after Han Kang has received the Booker Prize, so around 8 years ago or so. But I insisted to read it in Korean. But Walter, what about you? Have you ever got the chance to read author Han Kang's books?
Not yet, but obviously now I have to.
Well, I can imagine, and we already saw in news that her bestsellers and maybe also all of her masterpieces are going to fly off the shelves. So, Walter, this is for you.
Oh, excellent.
It's The Vegetarian or 채식주의자, which I actually read. It is my book.
Okay, I'll make sure I'll give it back, but I can't wait to read it.
Well, I'm really happy that you are happy about the book. And please stay tuned because we're going to have Walter's K-Enter News in a bit. Stay tuned. So as promised, it is time for our daily dose of K-Enter News with Walter Lee. So let's start off with some Blackpink news.
That's right. So Blackpink's Jennie has just released her music video named Mantra. It went live on October 11th at 9 a.m. and it was actually on her official YouTube. And this is actually the first single she has released since the 2023's You and Me, and also after signing with the US label Columbia Records as well.
And I believe the song is in English, right?
It's all in English,
so
yes.
It's going to be great for all the global fans. And also you, Walter, told me that you were so eagerly waiting for that release.
I've set an alarm. I was ready for it. The music video was amazing. People in the chat were going absolutely nuts. And
we are actually seeing the video right now here.
Yes, we are. And before the video even aired, there was 100,000 people or more that were just waiting on the video itself.
So I can imagine that number has gone up and up. Yeah. And do you also have some K-movie news for us, Walter?
Yes, we do. So moving on to K-movie news now, with the successful screening at the Busan International Film Festival, Uprising will be available for Netflix subscribers to enjoy from the 11th of October.
I believe that this movie was also the opening movie for BIF. But for some of our viewers who might not be familiar of it yet, can you tell us more about the contents, the plot?
Yes, so Uprising, which has the Korean title Chongan, stars Kang Dong-won and Park Jong-min and is set during the chaotic times of the Japanese invasion of Korea. This is going way back. Now, it tells the story of Jong-yeol, the son of the most prestigious military family in Joseon, and his servant Chon-young, who was once friends during their childhood, but they reunite together in their adulthood, and now they're actually sort of enemies, one as a royal military officer and the other as a righteous army volunteer.
That sounds like a very interesting movie. I'm going to put that on my list.
Yes.
And we're going to go back to K-music news. What is the last piece of entry news you have?
Yes, back to K-music news. The pop rock band Day 6 has garnered an impressive 340 million streams on Korean music streaming platform Melon this year alone. Now, a testament to the rising popularity of the band Day 6.
Definitely. I think they seem to be gaining more and more attention as the years go by.
Yes, that's right. Now, they actually released 2 albums this year. One, Forever with a 4.
Oh, you mean Forever?
With a 4-ever.
Oh, okay.
And Band Aid have both surpassed 1 million streams, further solidifying their success. Now, in total, Day 6 has actually streamed over 1 billion times on Melon, earning the place in a prestigious Billions Club.
That's incredible.
It's incredible on Korea's leading music streaming platform, Melon, as we just mentioned before. Now, the band's chart success is led by popular tracks such as You Were Beautiful and Time of Our Life, which have seen a resurgence in the charts of this year.
So many great hits by Day 6. And
Yes.
it's really great to see these bands like Day 6 doing so well in Korea and beyond.
Yeah.
And I know we will be focusing more on other Korean bands and their influence in our future episode.
Yes,
I can't
we will.
wait for that. And for that, Walter, thanks for that for now.
Yes, thanks.
And now it's time to go over to our AI anchor, Ari, for what else is making headlines in culture-related news.
Good afternoon to viewers in Korea and hello to others watching from around the world. I am Mari, your AI guide to the latest cultural news and information. Here's our first story of the day. Korean-American author Jae Kim has won this year's Yasnaya Polyana Literary Award, one of Russia's most prestigious prizes in literature. She was awarded by the Tolstoy Estate Museum for her debut novel Beasts of a Little Land. The novel was also a finalist for the Dayton Literary Peace Prize in 2022. A special exhibition on Korea is being held at the Oriental Museum of Durham University in the UK, supported by the National Museum of Korea. It will showcase Korean collections donated by Bishop Richard Rutt of the Church of England, who served in Korea for 20 years following the Korean War. The exhibition will run through May next year. The 2024 Jeju World Heritage Festival kicked off today on Korea's southernmost island. Under the tagline, "The Joy of Discovery in Jeju Volcanic Island and Lava Tubes," participants will get to explore the wonders of nature across the island, including the UNESCO World Natural Heritage Sites Seongsan Sunrise Peak and Hanla Mountain Natural Reserve. The festival is co-hosted by the Korea Heritage Service and the Jeju Provincial Government. The 2024 Seoul International Garden Show successfully concluded its 5-month run this week, attracting over 7.7 million visitors to Dukseom Hangang River Park since May, spanning nearly 10,500 square meters. The floral extravaganza showcased 76 gardens designed by specialists, businesses, and artists from Korea and around the world. Most of these gardens will remain open to the public. And those are the stories I have for you today. I'll be back with more same time next week. Have a great weekend.
The Nobel Prize in Literature for 2024 is awarded to South Korean author Han Kang.
It's time for our Culture Issues segment, where we invite a guest to go in-depth about cultural issues related to Korea. 2024 was a significant year for relations between Korea and the African continent, with plenty of cultural exchanges and cooperation. Following the inaugural Korea-Africa Summit in Seoul back in June, on Saturday, October 12th, the biggest Africa festival in the country will be held at Pampo Hangang Park in the capital. And we have invited a Moroccan singer and YouTuber and artist who is deeply involved in this year's festival, and it is Kim Miso. Miso, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so happy to be here.
All right, Miso. So as far as I know, you sing, you dance, you make videos, and all of that here in Korea. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you can see, I'm a Moroccan. My real name is Ibtisam, but in Korean is Miso. So that's why I choose the name Miso. And I've been here for 6 years now. Yeah, and I started a YouTube channel when I arrived in Korea. I just started, doing like daily vlogs, like as a Moroccan living in Korea, like showing the culture, showing the beautiful, munhwa, the delicious food. And after that, I started doing like covers for idol, like BTS, J-Hope, Blackpink, and that's how it started. Yeah, wow. I started doing like music from that time, and I released like 3 albums now. It's been 2 years. I'm still new.
Incredible. Already 3 albums, but you're saying new? You're being very humble here. But how much of presence does the Korean wave or Korean culture have in Morocco?
Oh, yes. Back then, in my time, like 10 years ago, like Super Junior and Sonyeoside were most like famous K-pop idol like back then. But nowadays, like the wave is huge. Like whenever, like if you go now to Morocco, people start like speaking Korean. Like
really?
you won't have a problem to communicate with Moroccans, especially this generation. Like they want to learn more about Korea, Korean language, culture. And of course, BTS, Blackpink, Twice. They're most the biggest group.
Amazing.
Yeah,
but
I know, right?
Can you also expand into Africa as a continent?
Oh, like Moroccan is an African country, but also an Arabic country, like because we speak Arabic.
Right.
And like I think Korean culture been inspired a lot in African countries, like from Morocco to Algeria, Tunisia, Ghana, like everywhere. And it's getting bigger and bigger, and people want to come to Korea a lot.
That is amazing. And Walter, you also have a question to Miso, right?
I do have a few questions. So what do fans of Korean culture in Morocco like the most? Like, is it a specific drama, K-pop group, anything like that?
Well, I think it's obvious K-pop idols and also K-drama because, 잘생긴 오빠들, like the handsome 오빠들 and the beauty, like 언니들.
We have a 잘생긴 오빠 here right now. Here.
Beautiful 언니 and 잘생긴 오빠. So
beautiful
like,
동생 or 언니.
I don't know. How old are you? Okay, so like I think basically because of the K-drama first, the dating culture, how the guy treated the girl, and it's like, that's their dream, to date a Korean guy because the way they treated like their girlfriend or their wives. And also because of the Hallyu, like the Korean culture songs or the style, like they love it. And also because the way they wear like their clothes, the fashion, the Korean fashion, the Korean beauty as well. Like it's getting really big. Like how Korean people does have that glass skin, how it's so shiny, it's so beautiful. So yeah, people are getting more interested in Korean culture, K-beauty, K-drama and everything.
Glass skin, all of that reminds me of all of the YouTube titles of videos related to K-beauty.
How you get your glass skin like Korean girls, like
exactly. Now let's talk a little bit about the Seoul Africa Festival, which is the biggest Africa festival here in Korea. So what is the festival about? And also, Miso, what is your role as the ambassador of AFTA? So after, of course, standing for the Asia Africa Talent Award, which is one of the biggest events at the festival.
Yeah, first of all, I'm so honored that I'm going to be part of this festival and to show my culture and to show all African cultures. Because as you know, like if you say, oh, I'm from Africa, Korean people still think that, oh, why you're white? You know, like they don't know that there's a lot of, you know, like South and North and everything. So I want to show that our like country, Morocco, is an African culture, but we have this and this. Like we have different culture too.
Very
but
diverse.
Same, yeah, very diverse. So I want to show this too. And just like I found that the Seoul Africa Festival is here, I was like, wow, I have to be a part of this. But I got the chance that they called me and they said, hey, could you come and join us and do this? And I was like, of course, I would love to. I would be so honored. And the Seoul Africa Festival is about, like as I said, showing the African culture. And also, like I think it started 2016.
Yeah, I believe this year is the
and
seventh
it's their
one.
7th year this year. So I'm really glad that I'm going to be part of this. I'm really excited to show my culture and all African culture to Korean people.
You seem very excited. So is there anything in particular you're personally actually looking forward to in this year's program?
Actually, there's a lot. First of all, I'm gonna be singing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be like singing my new song, Desert Dance.
Oh, is it then the first time on stage?
No, not the first time, but I think in a
that
big
song?
stage,
Oh, okay,
I think
okay.
it might be first time. And also in front of like a lot of people, I think 5,000 people are gonna be there. So I'm gonna excited for this. I wanna like, you know, show, because this desert dance kind of like show the Moroccan beautiful desert. So yeah, I'm excited for this. And also I'm excited for the fashion show. I love fashion. And I want to see how like Africa fashion gonna be shown in the festival. How they're gonna like show the culture and mix the culture. You know, I'm so excited for this. And also I think I'm excited for the Mude. There's a competition.
You mean the award?
The award, yes, the awards competition. Like
The
I'm so
audition,
excited.
right?
The audition, yeah, because there's a lot of new talent artists gonna be there, so I'm excited to see them. Yeah.
And like, what do you hope that Korean visitors will take away from this whole entire event?
Like as I said before, Africa, it's a big country. It's not only like the south, there's north as well. And I'm excited like that Korean people will learn more about Africa, the food, the culture, the languages, because there's a lot of different languages. And I hope they will enjoy the time in Seoul Africa Festival, and they will have the open idea about, oh, it's very big country, a very big culture.
And very big continent,
yes,
a lot of
continent as
countries.
well. Yes, that's
and that actually makes me curious, Miso. Would there be some recommendations of, you just mentioned that there's going to be African food there as well. So foreigners these days, they know which K-foods are so popular. For instance, I don't know, tteokbokki, we have kimbap, we have bibimbap. So what would be some of the typical Moroccan foods that you could recommend to us?
I would recommend couscous. It's a Moroccan traditional dish, or tagine. Tagine, actually, it's the kırıt irim, like the plate name. And when you put like beef, it's gonna be beef tagine, so chicken tagine. It's like the national dish in Morocco, and couscous as well. Like I really hope that you guys try it, because it's so good and it's so delicious. And I think like it's gonna match the taste like for Korean people, because it's similar. Like I think that Moroccan and Korean food are a little bit similar.
Okay, so that's the final tip that you can give us for the event. And in just a day from here, I'm going to be seeing you there as well, because I'll be actually emceeing for the event there, along with TV personality Jonathan, who's also popular here in Korea.
Amazing.
All right, so Miso, thank you very much for joining us today.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm so glad that I met you guys.
Okay, thank you very much. And thank you, Walter, for your part today, your contribution today.
Can't wait to be here on Monday.
All right. And thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave, and for joining us for the very first week of this new program. I wish you had a pleasant weekend, and how about grabbing a nice book to read over the weekend? Congratulations to author Han Kang once more, and maybe we can hope for a K-literature boom to sprout from the Nobel Prize win. Thank you for watching.